must ask this question. The atheists, in fact, this is the challenge that comes from the atheistic lobby, saying religions are a curse. It's a human ploy which is creating hell on earth. Fair enough. You must understand, you must accept everybody's thinking and try and come to terms with it. This is how the atheists are attacking religion, saying you are a curse. It's best to kick you out and stuff you out. This is a real challenge, and I don't blame them. Because when you at the moment open the newspaper everywhere, almost all the fighting, the violence you see all around the world, almost all, and not all, almost all is in the name of religion. So you say, look, this is the culprit. This is the guy we must pull out of the, it's like a thorn on the side of humanity, pull it out and throw it away. Understandable. But I think about these things in a very mature, in a sober, in a quiet manner. This is my conclusion. You don't need to agree with it, by the way. My conclusion is this. When you look at whole of human history, overall, most religions were constructive and good for their own community, society. They brought people together. They made them think of higher things, bring in networking and a grouping together for not secular or not for just sensual reasons, but for spiritual reasons. So it has fulfilled an important function throughout history of humanity. So you do a balance sheet, like in accounting, you do a balance sheet. Over 5,000 years, it has done reasonably well for humanity. It brought in kind of constructive ideas, spiritual ideas in society. This is the credit side. Now what has happened, Nishit Bhai? Before, all these different religions were living in isolation from each other. You had Zoroastrianism in Middle East, and you had Hebrew, and then Christianity, etc. And we had Hinduism and Buddhism and Jainism in India. They were kind of, in a way, okay, nearby each other, but they were kind of living in isolation from each other, especially the Abrahamic tradition from the Indic tradition. They were living in isolation. So things were okay, hunky-dory. Now the world has become a global village. And the biggest reason why it is even smaller than the global village is this thing called social media. Instantaneous interaction with the whole of the humanity throughout the world, instantaneously. Well, speed of light, I would say. So you've got this kind of unique feature now. So now religions have to coexist. And this is where the friction arises. Of course, by the way, religions have done atrocities in the name of religion. I mustn't undermine that. I'll talk about it as well. Happily, I'll talk about it. So when religious communities are forced to work with each other, there's a clash of civilization. And there are certain religions we are exclusivist by nature. They can't help themselves. The whole theology is built on exclusivism. We alone are right. Our God is the only right God, and our prophet is. This is the exclusivity that is embedded in the Abrahamic traditions. All three of them have it. They feel there's something special and unique about them, special chosen people of God or whatever. And because of that, when they have to interact with people who are not of the same fold, clash of civilization, if you like, friction. That is how you get friction. Because this kind of exclusivity, in a way, excludes human beings from your fold, saying, unless you subscribe to my God and my tradition, etc., we kill you, convert you. This creates fanatic behavior. So the reason of fanatic behavior is because before we were kind of lucky, we were separate. Now we have to live closely with each other. So we have to now resolve the issue, and we are trying to resolve it. Do you know how I am doing it in my very limited way, humble way? Pluralism, many ways to be spiritual. This is your way, good for you. Carry on, go to your destination. This is my way. Don't impose your way on me. This is called pluralism. This is a central feature of our Indic traditions. So I'm promoting it left, right, and center in the religious education system and everywhere I go. This is the resolution of making religions again constructive rather than destructive or damaging or inflicting self-pain. The other thing I must mention, I touched on it, but I must touch on it. We may think religions have already done good. No. Many of the Shastras we have in Hinduism also have been atrocious. Very atrocious. When you look at some of the, like Manusmriti, they're atrocious, saying, do they actually say the human being should be treated in this way? Are they for real? Is this in the name of religion? Yes. Now, only thing I can say, the passing comment is this. The Abrahamic tradition have been very nasty to people of other traditions as well as no tradition. Some of the atheists, they'll kill you. They've been nasty to people of other tradition as well as no tradition. The Hindus have not done that, but must rub it in. The Hindus have been atrocious to their own people. If you're in the lower rung of society today in India, lower rung of society, they will suck your blood out and spit you out. They don't care a bit. So the worst thing Hindus have done is they've not kind of imposed themselves on other tradition, other religions, or try to force them or convert them, but they've been nasty, atrocious to their own people, but they don't want to recognize it. It's the law of karma. They deserve to suffer. There's no such thing. So I must pass this kind of cutting comment on the Hindus as well.
Free e-learning course in Hinduism. To register, please visit www.hindu-academy.com.
Talks on Hinduism. Sponsored by People Care. Encouraging caring for the elderly in their own homes. For more information, please visit peoplecare.com.